you for tuning in to this year's 2025 Central Texas Juneteenth Parade, powered by Multimedia Maze and Next Up Youth Network. Big love to our incredible sponsors:
Life Anew, Restorative Justice,
HEB, PJC Hub, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, and Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy. Commentated by historian Harrison Epwright, Simone Pollard, and Tisha Christopher. We're turning up the volume on freedom, unity, and celebration.
Good morning and welcome to the 2025 Juneteenth celebration and parade. We're coming to you live here at the Arthur B. DeWitte Community Center in Austin, Texas. My name is Tisha Christopher, and with me today
is Harrison Epwright, also known as History Harry. Welcome, everybody. A wonderful, happy Juneteenth 2025 in Austin, Texas. Our sponsors, I want to thank our following sponsors. I want to thank HEB, PJC Hub LLC, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, and Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy. We thank those kind sponsors for this, making this broadcast, helping to make this broadcast possible.
I'm really excited to see who all is going to be performing today and coming past us at the parade today. There's a lot of people out here already, so it looks like we're going to have a good crowd.
Yes, it does look like that. Already looking at the folks who are lined up here along the parade route along Rosewood, and we're just about a half a block away from Rosewood Park, and it's a wonderful turnout today. I expect to see a very exciting parade.
Yes, I do too. And they also have a lot of vendors and things set up down under the bridge over across from Rosewood. So it looks like the festival afterwards is going to be a lot of fun as well.
Yes, and it will take place in historic Rosewood Park, the first municipally funded park for Black Austinites when it was established in 1930. It's a very important part of the Austin scene.
Yes.
And continues to be to this day. Yes.
So we'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and make sure you stay tuned in. Again, our sponsors for this event is HEB, PJC Hub LLC, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, and Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy. We thank you for joining us, and we hope that you enjoyed this broadcast today.
All right, now, I want to give some introductions here. I want to give an introduction to the Flavor Dance Company, a house under Out the Box, and Melanie is the artistic director. Sherelle is the board chair, so a shout out to them. And the Out the Box Productions is a nonprofit performing arts organization. And today we're going to see the talents of the Flavor Dance Company.
I am not ordinary, but extraordinary. So come on, baby, turn this out. Make sure you hear me. Yeah, I'm like, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna.
You can hate if you wanna, but Jesus said they hated him first. Persecuted by the world and the church, and though it hurts, I'm gonna run this race and keep my faith alive by putting in work. Yeah, and I'ma press towards the mark of the high call. I'll keep on walking in spite of all my slips and falls. You ain't got a heaven to hell that you can put me in. You ain't got no heaven to hell that you can put me in. Greater is he who lives in me, who overcame the world and made me free. I've been washed by the blood of the Lamb and redeemed by the great I am. Sin made me a candidate of mercy and grace, in the need of my Savior's embrace. So he took the ordinary, made it extraordinary. Now hate is all over your face. You can hate if you wanna.
Ordinary, but extraordinary. So come on, baby, turn this out. Make sure you hear me. Yeah, I'm like, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna. Yeah.
As a Christian, I'ma suffer and not be ashamed, and give God all the glory. boy for that very name. You don't know about the hell that he's pulled me from. You don't know how low I've been to see how far I've come. Yeah, I struggle with sin. I got thorns in my flesh and some are deep within. I might not hide them as good as everybody else. I might not do like I should like everybody else. But I know that on Calvary, he bled and he died for me. So eventually, he knew I set him as my G.O.D. And my life would change gradually. Sin made me a candidate of mercy and grace, and the need of my Savior's embrace. So he took the ordinary and made it extraordinary. Now hate is all over your face. You can hate if you wanna.
Ordinary but extraordinary. So come on, baby, turn this loud. Make sure you hear me. Yeah, I'm like, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. I admit, I spent a long time running. I used to hear people say he'll never change. Leave him where he's at, he'll never change. I'm glad God prayed for me, and God answered petitions that were made for me. I know that I'm a wretch undone, and on my best day, a filthy rag next to the sun. I don't claim to have it all together, so I'ma crawl until I walk. Trust God to help me do it better. Day by day I strive, as I press into his word to keep my hopes alive. Justified by faith, saved by grace. I was born at a price, sins erased. I'm not going back to where I've been and get bound all over again. Best believe that. As I talk this talk, I'ma walk it out. And as I walk this walk, I'ma talk about how the good Lord saved my soul. Gave me something more precious than gold. Sin made me a candidate of mercy and grace, and the need of my Savior's embrace. So you can hate if you wanna, I'ma run this race until I see my maker face to face. You can hate if you wanna.
Ordinary but extraordinary. So come on, baby, turn this loud. Make sure you hear me. Yeah, I'm like, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna, hate if you wanna. Yeah.
That was wonderful.
Yes,
wonderful
it was.
performance.
Wonderful
Yes.
performance.
Give it up for Flavor Dance Company and Miss Melanie, the artistic director, and Miss Sherelle, the board chair, housed under Out the Box Productions, a nonprofit performing arts organization. Once again, about Juneteenth. Juneteenth dates from June 19th, 1865, when United States General Gordon Granger, a Union general, landed at Galveston, Texas. And after landing at Galveston, it was on June 19th, he went over to the Ashton Villa in downtown Galveston and went to the balcony of the Ashton, and he issued General Order number 3. General Order number 3 stated that the Civil War was over, that General Lee had signed the report, the papers at Appomattox, and so with General Grant, so the war was over. And also, too, that it was on that day, General Order number 3, that said that the Emancipation Proclamation, which had been issued in 1863, applied to Texas. And with that, Juneteenth celebrations were often running, starting June 19th, soon after news spread that the war was over and that the Emancipation Proclamation had been issued. Celebrations started spontaneously throughout Galveston, throughout Houston, throughout Austin, the capital of Texas, which was at that point part of the Confederacy. It was really quite a time. And celebrations have been the thing ever since. What was the wonderful thing was that it was always marked by unity. We stressed the unity of people getting together and celebrating freedom, but it has always been that way. Particularly a holiday for freedom for Black people, kind of our Independence Day, if you will, but also something that was available for the entire community to celebrate. And it continues that way to this day.
And I know that I've participated in the Juneteenth parade probably for the last 15 or 16 years. It's something that me and my father did together quite often. And so being out here with my community is something that just really makes me feel alive, makes me feel connected to my community, and makes me want to get involved even more in the things that are going on with East Austin and the surrounding areas. And there are even more people showing up, so we're gearing up to have a record number of people. I can't wait for the parade to get started, but right now we're going to segue.
We're just going to continue.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, so in addition to the Juneteenth parade, you know, this is kind of the same setup that they do for MLK, but I'm really excited to visit the vendors that they have down in the festival area. They had a whole bunch of people, a lot of good food I saw, want to try to taste.
Yes.
And so we do again want to thank our sponsors, Saul Paul's Skill Builders Academy, JB Tower Martin, MDK Productions and Photography, PJC Hub LLC, and HEB.
That's correct.
And for your entertainment, once again, we are going to cut to the Flavor Dance Company, housed under the Out of Box Production, a non-profit performing arts organization.
She about to explode. Oh, let's go, let's go. Oh, let's go, let's go. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I've been working all day, and I've been working all night, and I paid that beat, I'ma be alright. I've been working all day, and I've been working all night, and I paid that beat, I'ma be alright. I'm about to explode. Take off this load. Unleash my belt and make it go. I'm about to explode. Take off this load. Then it must up, I want to make it go. Release your wiggle. 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 Release your anger. Release your mind. Release your job. Release the time. Release your trade. Release the stress. Release your love. Forget the rest. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go now. Bones on the floor now. Let it go now. Let it explode now. Bang Jonah. 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 Bang Jonah.
Let's give it up one more time for the Flavor Dance Company, housed under Out the Box Productions, a nonprofit performing arts organization, and to Miss Melanie, the artistic director, and Miss Cheryl, the board chair.
Harrison, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
Why do you think events like the Juneteenth parade are beneficial to our community?
Why do I believe that events like the Juneteenth parade are beneficial to our community?
Yes.
It is so that the community will not forget. It is so that these events remain relevant. People think because Juneteenth happened in 1865 that's old stuff.
Yeah.
That's old stuff. It doesn't have any relevance for today. But no, history is not just the past. History is now.
Right.
History is tomorrow.
Right.
History is forever. And this is a way of reminding people to stay connected and remind them that they have a connection with the past. They have a connection through their ancestors.
Right.
They have a connection through the history of Austin or wherever you celebrate Juneteenth, which is now done nationally.
Right.
So these, and also too, the community, the fellowship. The fact that more and more people have now joined the parade route and waiting for the parade to come through, and the fact that it's multiracial
Yes.
as well.
Yes, as our community is changing, you know, we definitely need to change as the community changes.
Yes.
But I do agree, it is important that we understand what our history is, who we come from, who we are as a people, as family units, and how we are interconnected with each other. So I think that our young people will know, the shoulders that they stand upon, so that they will have, not only a family pride, but also a community pride that this is where I'm from. I'm from East Austin, and I'm proud of that. And this is what my community does to benefit our community, our city, our state, and our nation. So I do think it's very important that we do these events so that our young people can see us come together, and in love and peace and harmony. And it's not always something negative or violent, or, the police are out here, but they're out here to make sure that everyone is safe, that everyone has a good time, and they enjoy the parade as well.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
They do. And the fact, too, that because it is a multiracial event, about a subject that is particularly pertains to people who were enslaved, who are predominantly black people, that this history is your history as well. It's your history. It's everybody's history. So it's just good to establish that, because I remember the day when Juneteenth celebrations were considered to be, that's just a black thing. That's just a Negro thing, But no, it has nothing to do with somebody who's Polish or somebody who's Mexican or Indian or Jew or what have you, or Islam. But no, it has everything to do with whoever you are, whatever your ethnicity and your background.
Well, how do you think the fact that Juneteenth now is a national holiday, how do you think that has affected the celebrations?
It fills my heart with joy that, again, getting back to the fact that this is a holiday for everybody, the inclusiveness of this holiday, and the fact that it is a holiday that was specifically started by black people here in Texas. And it is now celebrated nationally. I can tell you, being a person who was born in 1955, I'm glad to say I just turned 70 years old.
You look great.
Yeah, thank you. Austin was a much different city in 1955 compared to Austin now in 2025. And there was a distinct color line. It wasn't just Interstate Highway 35, but it started before Interstate Highway 35, the distinct color line here in Austin. And the fact that we are in a portion of Austin that was originally set aside as the Negro District, according to the 1928 Master Plan. And what that 28 Master Plan creating, calling for the city to create a Negro District, that would be a way that Austin could codify racial segregation in housing and in goods and services, in schools, infrastructure. And it was just it was something I knew exactly where I was as a young black boy growing up in Austin. There was, even though our parents said it was not supposed to be this way, we were made aware that we did have a certain place that we had to be in. I'm not talking about a place to go. I'm talking about socially being in a certain social, as they used to say back in the day, keeping the Negro in his place. That's right.
And there were certain areas of the city that you couldn't go to, you were relegated to. I remember, listening to my mom and her siblings, and they would talk about how, 11th Street was kind of like, the 6th Street on the other side of the tracks.
That's correct.
And so, people in my generation, I was born in 1969. I shouldn't say that, but we don't have we have no notion of that, of being told no, that we couldn't go somewhere, that we couldn't do something.
Exactly.
And so, to know that our city was like that at a certain time, but to know the freedoms now, and that young people today have no notion of that. It is important to keep that information and that history alive, to where we don't relish in the past. We understand what it is. We appreciate what our ancestors did to get us to where we are. but that we're not going to be complacent, that we're not going to rest. And Juneteenth is one of these opportunities where we can come out as a collective and show our unity and support for each other, but also to encourage each other that the fight still is there.
That's
There
right.
are things that we still need to do as a
Yes.
community, as a collective, to move our community forward. And the symbolism of Juneteenth being the freedom, we found out in Texas that we were free, but until all of us are free, none of us are free.
That is correct.
And that's not now just a black thing.
That's right.
That's an everybody thing.
That's
because
correct.
what affects me is going to eventually affect you.
Yes,
And
it's a
so when we
worldwide thing.
Exactly.
Yes.
So when we can come together and in areas and events like this and show love towards one another, it makes it a little bit easier to do that when the stakes are higher.
Exactly.
You know?
And it also everything you've said is true. And it also warms my heart to know that when I was a little boy, things that pertained to black people were not held in high value.
Yeah.
And to know that Juneteenth, which started out as a black holiday, is now a national holiday. It shows me that we've reached the point to where we accept something that we have said for generations. What we've said from the beginning, we were somebody, we
Right.
are somebody,
Yes.
and now it is recognized by the nation that we are somebody. It is something of value. The same with the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. National holidays commemorating some black events. This was not done when I was a little boy.
Yeah. And I think it's even more important now when we're in a society where, sometimes you wonder if you're sane.
Yes.
Because now it seems like the truth isn't the truth and falsehood is true. Everything seems topsy-turvy. But when we can stand here and speak truth to power and show that, yes, we are people, we're more than, whatever it is that they wanted to relegate us to. And in our community, we're so diverse in our skill set, in our talents.
Yes.
And a parade like Juneteenth allows us to show that off and let everybody know what we've always known, how talented we are, how skilled we are, and the march towards excellence that all of us are marching towards. So I'm really excited about what we're going to see, the performances, the young ladies and young men that are going to be performing during the parade. I'm really excited about today.
I am too. I'm excited about the performance which we just saw. And
Yes.
I'm really excited about that. And the Flavor Dance Company is just one of the many great arts organizations that we have here in East Austin, in fact, all over the city. All right, okay. Okay, very good,
right.
very good.
So we just got notice that we have our first group of folks that are going to be heading down the hill momentarily. And so they're gonna have the cameras cutting to the
Yeah.
parade in just a minute. We hear them coming.
We can hear the whistles going. We can feel the excitement in the crowd.
Yes, people are starting to perk up.
That's right. About the Juneteenth event, also you have representation by the various organizations in the city, including sororities, fraternities, individual businesses, just individuals, churches as well.
And I think the kids really like when the fire trucks and stuff come through, because they're always they're blowing their sirens and the motorcycles have their lights flashing, so it's really exciting for everybody that comes out to participate.
And it brings out the kid in everyone
It
too.
really does. It really does.
Because I remember as a kid loving to go to parades, and of course loving to see the fire trucks. I remember having a fire truck that had a little hydrant, a little hose that you connected to it had a little hydrant that you connected to the water spout, and it shot water
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a red fire truck.
And I know each year when I participate with the Houston Tillotson Alumni Association, and we buy candy and we give candy to the kids, and they always love that. It's
Yes.
like, I know the parents might not like with all the sugar that they consume during this parade, but it is a lot of fun to see the excitement and the joy in the children's faces.
Yes, and speaking also too, you mentioned Houston Tillotson University. Houston Tillotson University is a major part of Austin's history, the present day Austin. It is the oldest institution for higher learning here in the city of Austin and over here on the east side of the city. And so thank you for mentioning another great organization, Houston Tillotson University, and your work with Houston Tillotson.
Absolutely. As a class of 1992 graduate, I am a Houston Tillotson legacy. Actually, my parents, Dr. Reginald Christopher, and my mother, Miss Peggy Harvey Christopher,
Yes.
met while they were at Houston Tillotson, and both of their siblings also attended Houston Tillotson. So we have a long family history of attendance at Houston Tillotson, but one thing has always been is that once you become a student at Houston Tillotson, you become part of that Houston Tillotson family,
Yes.
as we call it. We're the Mighty Rams, and we're part of the family. So over the hill, we see the Buffalo Soldiers. Look at them. They
Yeah.
look really nice. I know they're hot in those uniforms, but the history that they represent is just amazing.
The Buffalo Soldiers helped in so many areas in keeping the peace in western towns. Also involved in wars up through the Korean War, the Buffalo Soldiers.
Especially during a time when our black men weren't allowed to serve in the military. They found their own place to be able to serve a country that didn't necessarily serve them.
Exactly.
So we are definitely proud that we have representation from the Buffalo Soldiers here.
Yes. I haven't seen my friend Alan Mack, who does reenactments, soldier reenactments. I've seen him as the Buffalo Soldiers. Here we go. The Company A 9th Cavalry, the First Ladies of Texas.
All right. We have Austin Travis County EMS. All right. Glad to see them here. Hopefully nobody will need EMS
That is
today,
correct.
but if they do, they are on scene.
That's correct. They're not only on scene, they are literally on parade.
They got several vehicles out here.
Yes.
So hopefully nobody will need them, but EMS is on the scene.
And properly bedecked as well.
Yes. Make sure if you're here with us today that you are drinking plenty of water.
Yes.
Stay hydrated so you won't need EMS.
Yes.
All right, we have the truck gang out here with us, and that is a big
Wow.
truck. They've got all their flags going, the truck mafia.
The
All right.
STFM Truck Gang. Their website is www.stftm.com.
Big trucks. We're in Texas, and you know we love our big trucks.
That's correct. That's correct.
Large Marge in her FX4 off-road Ford. All right,
And
Marge.
here comes
Show
Pee-wee.
these guys how it's done.
Yes, Large Marge.
All right, coming behind Large Marge is Pee-wee. Hey, good to see y'all.
And here we go. City
Trimmer.
Council District 5
Ryan.
member Ryan Alter.
Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you for your public service. Throwing candy to the crowds.
All right, we got City Council District number 4, Jose Chito Vela. Thank you, Congressman Joaquin Castro.
Yes,
And
and
City Council District number 9,
Zaib Zo Quarry, I'm sorry. And here we go. It's City Council District number 8, Paige Ellis. Hello, Paige.
All right, Council District number 2, Vanessa Fuentes and Lulu Flores, State Representative. Thank you for being here.
Yeah.
City Council District number 6, Christina Lane, and District number 7, Mike Siegel, thank you for joining us today. All right, Assistant City Manager is with us today, Mike Rogers and Eddie Garcia.
The Assistant City Manager, so 2 Assistant City Managers today. Oh, looks like we have another Assistant City Manager, Dr. Eric Anthony Johnson, and the Chief of Staff, Genesis Gavino.
It's great to see them out today.
Yes.
They're part of the truck mafia. They're being escorted by the truck mafia today. All right, another Assistant City Manager, Suzanne Carbajal.
Looks...
Can't see. And another Assistant Manager, Stephanie Hayden Howard.
Yeah.
Good to see y'all. Yolanda.
Looks like with all of the free candy thrown, this is also a banner day if you happen to be a dentist.
Look, and my dad was a dentist.
Oh boy.
And I was out here throwing candy with the best of
boy.
Oh. Okay.
You were helping your father.
I was.
You were helping your father's business. What do you know?
These horns and sirens are going to give us a jolt all through the day, aren't they?
They really are, I tell you. I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Me too.
Yeah. We have the Austin Police Department coming right now.
All right, Austin's finest.
In a Jeep, you know.
Austin Police Department.
They're making themselves known. Very good.
They're out here to protect and serve.
That is correct.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Fabulous. All right. It's great to see the police out here having fun with us.
I know some of these people, too.
They are also part of our community. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Thank you. And you know, it's good to see the kids to be able to see the police officers out here, so it's not necessarily in a hostile situation or a scary situation, so that they, you know, this helps build their trust in the police.
That's correct.
Department.
Community trust.
That's right.
And maybe some of them will want to become police officers someday.
Right. Come back and serve their community.
Men and women, boys and girls. And any trans kids as well.
Justice of the Peace, Precinct 1, Yvonne Williams, is with us today.
A shout out to Miss Yvonne Williams today, Justice of the Peace, Precinct 1.
The kids are going to knock that camera over. That's why I'm telling them they need to move away from the camera. They're going to knock it over.
Here comes the City of Austin Service Development Department. Development Services Department.
Building a better and safer Austin together. Yes.
Yes.
We definitely need that.
And I love that sign. Your vote is your voice. Your vote is your power.
Yes.
City of Austin Development Services. Love the rainbow heart on your cap.
I want a popsicle too. It's hot out. Can we have some popsicles? I think we're gonna miss all the goodies
I think we are. I think we are. And I have a dental appointment. Maybe it's good for me. I have a dental appointment on Monday. So, yeah.
Get us a popsicle, Eric. This lovely young lady is bringing us a popsicle.
All right then.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
You.
On a
Thank
hot
you.
day, you need a popsicle. You really do.
I remember the old Cool Pops popsicles when the slogan was Cool Pops, their tops. Yes.
Code compliance. We
Yes.
have City of Austin code compliance out here with us today.
There you go. That's good.
Are we just commentary? We're not on camera.
Yeah. We've got the emergency response coming up from the Austin Code Department. Emergency response, preserving Austin's quality of life.
We're grateful for that. That's the 311, folks. If it's not an emergency, but you still need help, you can dial 311.
That is correct, yes. A shout out to the Austin Code Department.
The kids love a good fire truck. Look
Yes.
at them.
I had a Texaco fire chief fire truck when I was a boy.
Austin
It was one of my
Fire's
favorites.
finest.
Yes.
Look at them. Men and women fighting fires when we need them.
The folks that when a building burns, they tell us to rush out, but they rush into a burning
That's
building.
right. And on the side of their truck, they have a memorial to 9/11. We will not forget.
Yes.
Neither will we.
No.
The
Austin-
Black Austin Democrats are
yes.
here with us today.
The Black Austin Democrats ensuring that people stay informed about the issues and encouraging people to get out and vote.
All right, Andy Brown, county judge,
Yes.
is with us today. We appreciate your service to our county.
Happy Juneteenth to you too. Happy Juneteenth. And
And
here
her
we
sign says the work isn't done. It sure isn't.
No,
and
it
that's
is
why
not.
we're all here as a community to support and encourage each other.
And just like that old Negro spiritual, I am no ways tired. Judge
And there's
Trevelyan.
Commissioner Trevelyan
Yes.
out with us today. We appreciate his service to our county.
Mm-hmm. And here comes the Travis County Democratic Party. Yes. Very good, yes.
Community resistance, that's right.
Liberation is
with
worth-
celebration. All right, the Travis County Democratic Party. We are happy Juneteenth.
Yes.
Thank you for being out here. My vote counts. Yes, it does. And we are going to stand with black women.
Stand with black women. Black women were right. Hey!
We are revving up now.
Yes. Here comes AFSCME, the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees.
Looks like we got local 1624 with
Yes.
us today.
I
Oh,
was
the
a-
kids love them. They got all the candy.
Briefly, I was a union member of AFSCME back when I was at the University of Texas as a library clerk many, many moons ago.
All right.
Yes. In union, there is strength.
There is. And coming up behind them, we have the University of Texas at Austin Longhorns in that Longhorn Cadillac.
Yes.
We got our basketball players, football players. Looks like the whole athletic department with
Yeah.
us today. They always participate in the parade. They seem to have a good time doing it. And you know, that women's volleyball team is something else.
Yes.
Happy Juneteenth,
Happy
y'all.
Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth, y'all.
Yes. Happy Juneteenth. Welcome back.
Looks like we're in a little bottleneck right here, right now, in front of with the UT Athletic Department. We are
Yes.
live. We are live.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, we got
Man,
some of the
we got some more folks
cheerleaders.
coming.
Happy Juneteenth
Yes.
today.
It's a great day. It's a great day. The community coming together.
Yes.
have fun.
Happy Juneteenth.
It just means the world to us,
It's good to see these young people
Yeah.
out here participating in the community,
It really
even if
is.
they're not from Austin, but while they are matriculating through the university, they always participate. We have the University of Texas Silver Spurs
Yes,
with
right.
us as well.
Thank you. We appreciate you guys.
Enjoy them
UT is
coming
now
out.
in the house.
Vivo
Thank you guys for coming
15,
out
one
and
of the
celebrating
auxiliary
Juneteenth with us.
sports-
We appreciate you. All right. Happy Juneteenth.
It was, you know what? It was about
Now, did the fellas, I wanna
1977.
hear
It
from
was,
the
I
ladies.
believe,
Ladies, can y'all
when
tell me
Earl
what today
Campbell,
means today?
who played football at the for the Longhorns, won the Heisman.
Spreading love, just giving back to the community, coming out here, seeing our people. You know, it means a lot.
I love it. I love it. Thank you, ladies, for being here. We appreciate you.
Ooh, and they're in a hybrid
Yeah.
EV vehicle. You know,
Really?
you seeing those on the road a
Yes,
lot
you
now.
are. Yes, you are.
And here they come. You know, every year the kids love to see this airplane come out
Yes.
here. And they want to encourage everyone to be economically sustainable. They want to empower us with environmental stewardship. And those are things that we all can participate in as community members.
That is correct. That is correct, because that affects each and every one of us in the community in all our walks of life.
That's right.
Our beautiful Austin Bergstrom International Airport, the successor to our previous airport, the Robert Mueller Municipal Airport.
You know, sometimes it amazes me that now where all those houses are used to be our airport
Yes.
right in the middle of town.
Yes,
you know?
exactly.
But I remember as a kid at my grandmother's house off Weberville, hearing the planes, going over. That used to put us to sleep.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we were on the flight path when I was growing up, and I remember at one time the planes came so low in the distance, not directly over the house, but low enough that the house would shake.
Oh, my goodness.
And back in the day, we're talking the 1960s, when we didn't have cable television over in East Austin, so people had, for TVs, or they had their antennas, either they were indoor rabbit ears, as they were called,
Right.
or they
with
were
the tinfoil on.
That's right, or they were outdoor antennas. And I remember the pictures would flutter and the house would shake.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. But it was quite an airport to go and see and visit.
Aviation always shows up for the Juneteenth
That's
and
correct.
MLK parades. They always come out in large numbers, and they always have some really great floats. And this one with these guitars on it is really
Yes,
nice.
exactly.
You know, because Austin is the live music capital of the free world.
And those guitars remind me of the Austin Guitar Project.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. And the benefit of that was to raise money to fight women's cancer, breast cancer
Very
awareness.
noble. Very noble. Let's see who we've got coming next.
Let's see here.
Again, we want to thank our sponsors for today. We want to thank HEB, PJC Hub LLC, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, and Saul Paul Skill Builders Career Academy. We appreciate their support in ensuring that we are able to broadcast to you live today from the Arthur B. DeWitty Community Center here on Rosewood Avenue.
And it's great that the Arthur D. Whitty Community Center is here, because it's named for Mr. Arthur D. Whitty. Arthur D. Whitty was one of those, he was a World War II veteran who also helped revitalize the NAACP here in Austin after World War II. Still on the scene, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, the Fleet Mobility Services Rentals, City
they
of
have
Austin.
a really nice float. Reclaim, revolving evolution of culture, loving African Americans in motion. Y'all, let's reclaim. I like that.
Listen to the music, folks. It gets to the marrow of my bones. I want to get up and dance. I love the costumes. And being a hat wearer, I love the hats, especially that hat that has that that kind of like African band, hat band around it.
Oh, yeah. Very,
Yes.
very vibrant
I
colors.
want that hat. The kente cloth, yes, the kente cloth hat band.
All right, let's celebrate Juneteenth and be the change. Yes, I love that message
That's
from
correct.
one of our partners, HEB. HEB always has fantastic floats, and they always are in support of our community events. They are always present. We greatly appreciate the sponsorship and the support of our local
Yes.
HEB affiliates.
Be the change that you
what does
want
that
to
mean to
see
you?
in the community, in your lives. Remember that.
We are glad you're here. Thank you. Love the head wrap. Thank you very much.
Remember, folks, that we are the people we have waited for. Yes.
Oh, and they always have the good music too. All right,
Yeah.
HEB, let's do it. All right, looks like we have a couple of car clubs coming
boy.
up next.
Mhm.
Some very nice vehicles, little Stinger.
I'm good.
I think we're gonna cut to Simone for it.
We are
We're
celebrating.
cutting to Simone for an interview.
We'll get to see what the Black community can do when we are together, and we love on each other, positive energy, we show our creativity, and we just keep it real.
I love it. Thank you for being here today. Appreciate you.
All right, this is a slingshot. So, throughout the parade, we'll probably see several of these slingshots because these young men always come out to show their vehicles and let the kids take pictures. It's always a great time for our children.
I'm glad to know about this group. I was not aware of this group here.
Yeah. And with us also is the Travis County Sheriff's Department. Again, out here to protect and serve and show that they too are a part of our community.
We have here a dance team.
So this is the Austin EMMA Lady Royals dance team.
And EMMA, educate, motivate minorities, and achieve.
All right, and their uniforms are amazing. Green with black and white zebra print, and I believe they're gonna do a little performance here for us.
Okay, go ahead, yeah. They are wearing,
Not right now.
they're wearing a beautiful uniforms. I love the colors they're using.
Yes, this green and zebra print, black and white zebra print is really nice, really stands out.
And they're doing a little bit of a performance here.
Oh, go girls, go. And these are student performers, so in addition to their schoolwork, they are at rehearsals, practicing, learning dance routines.
All righty.
All right, so we are here with
Thank
the,
you,
the
Emma.
dancers, the lady Royals. Here we go. Oh, tell us who you are and why was it important for them to be here today?
I'm with the Austin Emma Lady Royals dance team. We founded in 2015, and I think it's important for them to be here today because it's a part of their culture. And we are big on unity, sisterhood, and yeah.
We are glad you're here. Thank you for coming, all right? Thank you. Happy Juneteenth.
All right, and we're back with another showing from the Austin Police Department. This is the Austin AISD Police Department. We're happy to see them here. They have officers at our local elementary, middle school, and high schools protecting our students while they are matriculating through school and getting their education.
You know, I'll tell you something, that Juneteenth celebrations here in Austin have been, they kind of abated somewhat, it seems, in the 1950s and the 1960s. We kind of went through this time when it was thought that, well, this was the past, and we're talking about, well, basically getting over a very unfortunate incident, the tragedy of slavery, and so the Juneteenth celebrations were kind of negated.
Yeah.
When I was a boy, I don't recall Juneteenth celebrations. At least my parents never talked about Juneteenth much. But with the rise of the Black consciousness movement in the 1970s, Juneteenth came back with a vengeance.
I'm glad.
So much so that by 1979, Texas State Representative Al Edwards introduced a bill in the Texas House of Representatives calling for the state to recognize Juneteenth as a state holiday.
Yeah.
So Juneteenth, the bill was passed by the Texas House and Texas Senate and signed into law by then Governor Bill Clements.
Okay.
And so it's been a Texas state holiday officially since 1979.
And we are out here now. We see all these beautiful faces of everyone in the community enjoying the program, enjoying the parade. If you haven't made it down here yet, that's okay, because we are live, so you are seeing it as we're seeing it. And we appreciate you tuning in. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy, JB Tower Martin, MDK Productions and Photography, PJC Hub LLC, and HEB, our local grocer.
That is correct.
Thank y'all.
Now, I want to tell you something else, too. The Austin History Center has quite a few pictures from Juneteenth celebrations in the past, as does the George Washington Carver Museum and even the George Washington Carver branch of the Austin Public Library. There was a time when Juneteenth celebrations were held over in Eastwood Park.
Oh.
Eastwood Park over off of West 32nd Street.
Okay.
Because at one time that was an area, that was a Black community over there. That's within the shadows of the University of Texas at Austin.
Right.
Well, anyway, that changed, and certainly after the 1928 master plan, which called for the creation of a Negro district, and so Blacks were forcibly moved from these various other communities scattered throughout Austin, and eventually came to East Austin, which already had a sizable Black population. There were a sizable number of freedmen's communities, freedom towns over here in East Austin, and after all, Houston-Tillotson started out as two separate colleges, Samuel Houston College and also Tillotson colleges. They were already over here in East Austin and had been over here in East Austin going back to the formation in 1875.
Right, but there were several freedmen communities on the west side of town. Thomas Kinchin's family, he had his community over there, and several others that were pushed over.
That's right,
onto the east
Kinchinville.
side.
Kinchinville. I know some of the Kinchins, old Black family here.
Yeah, and actually, Thomas Kinchin is my oldest brother's third great grandfather.
Mm-hmm.
So there is a family connection, and that's another thing that really endears, me personally to the Juneteenth parade because I have so many family members in and throughout the Austin community. As a genealogist, someone who studies family history, getting in and learning about my ancestors and who they were in Austin and what families we're connected to, it makes you understand that, it's bigger than just me.
Exactly.
It's bigger than just my family. We're connected through love, we're connected through marriage, and if all of us could understand that, that's why I definitely encourage us to do our family history. Don't just wait for February because it's Black History Month. Start talking to your elders now and ask them about your parents, your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and start writing it down, because it's important to know who you are and where you come from so that your family can have that history, and to connect all of our families together, because, it might sound cliche, but together we are stronger.
Yes, we are.
Together everyone does achieve more. And being out here and showing this collective to our young people is just another example of that.
Exactly. And also start documenting your personal history.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
again, history is now. It's not just the past. History is now. History is tomorrow.
Exactly. And we like to see our community growing. We like to see it expanding. But because of that growth and because of that expansion, and some would say gentrification, we are losing a lot of our history of East Austin. And so there is also a clarion call for those of you who have information about historical businesses. Did your family have a business in East Austin that's not here anymore? Do you have old information that you wouldn't mind sharing? The Carver Branch Library would love to have that information so that we can make sure that the history of East Austin is not lost as East Austin continues to grow. We need to ensure that we can capture that history so that our children can know what our community looked like, so that they know how much we did to push it forward, so that then they can pick up the baton and take it even further. So we do encourage you, if you have old pictures, old business signs, anything that can attest to what East Austin used to be when we didn't have a choice about where we live. We would love to have it, to take pictures of it, to be able to document it for future generations. And I think that's important.
I think it is very important.
Yeah.
And very important also too to even the history of Austin, East Austin, after, let's say, racial segregation took place. There was that's kind of a lost portion of Austin's history between 1970 and, let's say, 2000 and 2001.
Yes, definitely. And it's not just, today is Juneteenth, and so we are talking about Black history, but it is also, Hispanic history, because there's a large contingency of our brown brothers and sisters that also helped build up East Austin, and we definitely don't want to forget them because they play an integral part too. Cesar Chavez and the movements that he partook in, and we're hand in hand in the fight for equality and justice. So even though today is Juneteenth and we're specifically, it's specifically about the Emancipation Proclamation and when enslaved people in Texas learned that they were free, but we definitely don't want to forget our Hispanic brothers and sisters, our brown pride, because we know, again, together we are stronger.
That Roy's Taxi, which was started by Roy Guerrero.
Yes,
he started that taxi service in the 1930s, I believe, because other taxi cab companies would not pick Black people up.
That's right.
So Roy Guerrero of Roy's Taxi. I remember Roy's very well, and Mr. Guerrero, and so very important. And he was an East Austinite as well.
That's right.
I went to school in part at the old Allen Junior High School down on Gonzales Street, Indigo Valley area.
Okay.
That's right. We've got in our family, we have not only Black ancestry, but we also have Mexican ancestry in our family too.
We do too. We do too.
And in the 1960s, blacks and Hispanics worked hand in hand
together because, you know, it wasn't that, you know, they were being treated any better than we were.
No, exactly.
You know, so in a lot of ways, we were in that fight together for equal rights, to be able to access things that weren't available to us. And when one benefited, we all benefited.
That's correct.
And that's how it is today.
And in fact, I'm sorry. Were you done?
No,
okay.
go ahead.
In fact, in 1969 was the famous economy furniture strike. Economy, which was a major manufacturer of furniture here, and they employed a large number of Mexican Americans. In fact, most of their workforce, maybe 98% of their workforce was Mexican American. They were paid extremely low wages.
Wow.
Well, anyway, they went on a strike. And among those, it was the longest strike in Texas history.
Oh, wow.
By the way, it lasted over a year. Well, some of the Mexican activists who worked with organizing the workers at Economy, they were trained in Austin by the Urban League, the National Urban League. That's right, and worked with the NAACP. Some of these Hispanic activists and organizers of the union to organize the workers at Economy Furniture.
What they say, TEAM, together everyone achieves more.
That is correct.
And that's
That is
what
correct.
We're doing, yeah. So we hear some music coming up the hill. So it looks like we've got our next wave of parade participants on the way.
As former First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt said, Eleanor Roosevelt was the wife of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and she said, you know, when we do better, we all do better when we do better.
That's right. That's right.
One of the greatest First Ladies ever. One of the great ones, Eleanor Roosevelt.
Sounds like we got a band coming.
Yes.
I hear the drums. We love a good drum line.
And coming over the hill.
And here they come.
Bands coming up over the hill. Better that we hear them coming up over the hill. At least we know that none of us are over the hill.
That's right.
Or under the hill.
Not yet.
Also, at one point, the Juneteenth celebrations were actually held over where the old Rosewood Project
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Was located. That was Emancipation Park.
Okay.
Up until about 1938, when the land was taken through eminent domain and to make way for the Rosewood housing project to be developed, which was the first public housing project opened in the United States.
Wow.
When it opened in 1938, 1939. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later on, but now we have some folks strutting their stuff.
Oh, we got a marching band.
Yes.
Led by their drum
Look
majors.
at that drum major. Here he comes. An all-star band. Check here.
What is he doing? Look at this band. Now, when I was in high school 876 years ago, I played the clarinet and the bass clarinet. And we didn't get the opportunity to participate in a Juneteenth parade, but these kids look like they're having a great time. Look at them. They are wonderful.
And they're marching. They're precision.
They are precision.
I love bands.
Okay, looks like, oh, here's the drum line.
start, man. So we out here to celebrate Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everyone.
All right, we appreciate you. Thank you for being here.
Yes, I appreciate
All right, you too.
Juneteenth. June 19th. Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth, everybody. Austin Proud, AISD, Austin Proud, the Austin Independent School District.
Happy Juneteenth,
Yes.
y'all. It is great to see that whole full high school band out here today.
The fact that I can read today, I can thank an AISD teacher as well as my mother and my father. Let me see.
Austin Independent School District celebrates Juneteenth.
All right, so tell us who you are and why is it important for you to be here today?
My name is Devonta Adamson. I'm a teacher with Austin ISD, and it's important to be here because we're celebrating freedom and all the things we've overcome.
We are so glad you guys came out here. Now I just got to ask you one question. These students are out here and they're doing great things. How is it in the school district that you guys are trying to celebrate Juneteenth, Black history, and keeping up with our heritage?
That's right. So I teach at Aikens High School, proudly named after Dr. William Charles Aikens, a member of Eastside and a member of the Black community, and he exemplified excellence in everything that he did, and we keep it alive through his traditions and other people's teachings in Austin ISD.
I love it. Thank you for being here today. You have a good one.
All right.
All right, we still have more of the Austin Independent School District police officers.
And I see two ladies kind of sauntering down the street with their umbrellas. They're part of the human parade, folks.
That's right.
In fact, not only are they in the parade, but also all of us who are watching and doing commentary and just observing, we're all part of the parade as well.
All right, we have the Carmel Grand Lodge here, building out to build up.
Yes.
Celebrating Juneteenth. These are our Masons and our Shriners.
Building out to build up the Carmel Grand Lodge, the Mount Carmel Grand Lodge.
Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth.
Now, you know, the Masons and the Shriners, they are always out doing good in the community, raising funds to help students, help the elderly. They are always a visible presence in our community.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, so I saw you out here telling everybody Happy Juneteenth. What does those words mean?
Happy Juneteenth, it means a lot. It means coming together, being neighborly, showing that brotherly love, and for each other, for a safe community for us.
I love it. Now, you said love. Loving one another. Give me an example of loving one another in our community.
Juneteenth.
Keeping each other in life, will keeping each other happy, putting each other up when each other down, supporting mentally, physically, and as well, I guess, materially, because sometimes we just need that little bitty push.
I love it. So we're going to invest in one another. Is that all right? I love it. Thank you for being here today, okay?
Invest in each other, invest in putting our money back into the community, invest in us, because that's all we have.
I love it. Thank you. Appreciate you today.
Another little band, jazz band coming up here. Oh, this is this Zydeco? All right. I wish I could speak French to say that saying that they say during Fat Tuesday. Let's enjoy this music. Play that trombone, young man.
Being an old trombonist, I love it.
I got me a handkerchief.
Yes.
I got me a towel.
Also, another shout out to our sponsors, HEB, PJC Hub LLC, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy.
And
we
look
thank
at
you
this
all.
Capital Metro bus all decked out in a Juneteenth skin. It is wonderful. Capital Metro. And next up, we have the River Bats. All right, the Austin River Bats.
Austin is, by the way, has the largest urban bat colony in North America. The Mexican free-tail bats that reside in the Ann Richards Congress Avenue Bridge in downtown Austin. The bats make that bridge their home from March through the end of October. They are from Mexico. They're Mexican free-tail bats. And at the height of bat watching season, which is about August, when the pups, as the little bats are called, take to flight, well, an estimated 1.8 million Mexican free-tail bats take to flight from the bridge. It is the largest urban bat colony in North America. People come from around the world to see the flight of the bats, and they do such beneficial things, like they consume over 30,000 pounds of insects nightly. They're also responsible for the fertilization, the fermentation of so many products that we hold dear.
It's just great to see them represented here today at the parade.
Yes.
Looks like we got a little bottleneck going, people.
And the River Bats are from, it looks like, Austin Community College. Yeah, we have a little bottleneck right here. I do want you to know, too, that back to where the Juneteenth parade, where the celebrations, here we go. Hey there! Doing well, how are you?
We're cutting to, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we have with us Miss Loretta Edelin from
supporting and paying homage to Reverend Jacob Fontaine, Reverend Lee Lewis Clark, for their wonderful investment in what we now call Highland Mall. At the time, it was the St. John's Orphanage, and it was visited in 1911 by Booker T. Washington. So we had something going on, and education still continues. We appreciate the support, and like I said, ACG wouldn't be here without the support of the community, so we appreciate you.
I love it. She gave us a whole history lesson. That's what we're about right here. Juneteenth 27th year anniversary. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We have our women's conference.
All right, we have thanks to ACC for representing, and we have another band coming up. Look at these young people. They sound fabulous.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Wow. Go ahead. Yeah. Wow.
Oh wow, this band. Oh, we're gonna get an interview. She's gonna get an interview. She's gonna get an interview. Harrison. She'll get an interview. Are you cut to it? Are you recording it? Okay. All right, look at these young ladies with these flags, and then the dancers coming behind.
Okay, now
We can splice it in. You recording? Oh, God.
we have coming up, we have another representation coming up. After hearing that inspiring band from Dallas.
Oh, they were from Dallas?
Yeah, they were from Dallas.
Wow.
I understand that they were from Dallas. Yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
That they would come down here to participate in our Juneteenth
in the capital
parade.
city. Now we have Michael Cargill. Oh, yeah.
Michael Cargill, owner of Central Texas
Gunworks.
Gunworks.
Yes.
They're located on Ben White Boulevard.
All right. Central Texas Gunworks, Michael Cargill, the owner. One of the leading gunworks stores here in Austin, Texas.
All right, Sinball kickball team. All right.
Yeah.
They not like us, is they're on their side.
Yes.
Look at these young people enjoying playing kickball, and they are coming out to celebrate Juneteenth with us.
And they are enjoying being in the parade, too.
That's right. And we are broadcasting live from the Arthur B. DeWitty Community Center on Rosewood.
And again, the parade, our sponsors for the parade are HEB, PJC Hub LLC, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, and Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy.
And we have the Travis County Constables Department with us today.
And very good. Freedom Day.
All right. That sounded like somebody fell.
Oop.
Hopefully not. This is great. We're having a great turnout today. Have a few little bumps, little glitches, but it's all good because we're out here as a community celebrating Juneteenth together.
It's live television, ladies and gentlemen.
You getting it live.
Here we go. We have Tanya Nixon,
All right.
Constable, Travis County Precinct 1.
Tanya is always out serving the community, doing what she can to ensure that our community, the East Austin community, is safe. We appreciate her greatly.
And
we're going to see if we can get in a little interview with Tanya.
Thank you for everyone that paved the way for us. We celebrate this day big. Precinct 1, Constable Nixon and her whole team already. How you doing?
We appreciate Tanya and all the work that she does in our community. Her and the other officers in the constable's office.
this is also a result. This is an enduring result of freedom. The fact that blacks have free assembly. The fact that we have so many representatives in state government, in city government, and county government, people of color.
Right. My cousin Don Nesby was a constable.
Yes, I remember him. I remember Don Nesby.
And they are out in numbers.
Yes. This is one of the results of freedom, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Look, black, brown, we're all together enjoying this day in celebration. Young, old. Looks like Simone is going to get us another interview.
Yes. Man who's wearing a fantastic looking chapeau, being a hat wearer. I take notice of things like hats. We have now Ubuntu. We drive you, African and Allies Network. I'm sorry, Ubuntu. We Drive You African American and Allies Network.
So we are celebrating all of our cultures today. So I have my friend here, and he's going to tell us in Espanol why he thinks it's important for him to be here today. ¿Qué necesita you aquí here today?
Estoy aquí porque creo en la libertad de todo ser humano a que sea quien debe de ser como ser humano.
Awesome, Gracie. Thank you for being here today. I appreciate you. All right.
All right, we're back. Look at this baby sitting in the sunroof of the car. We might get to see a few car clubs come through now.
Isn't Nuke Turner in a car club? Or not? Yeah. I haven't seen Nuke.
But I love when these guys come out with their classic cars. I mean, new cars are nice, but when you see an old school El Dorado roll down the road, it's something to see.
I think I remember him from the Gibbon
like a
Swims.
classic Cadillac.
I remember him from Gibbon Swims, Forklift Dance Works. Gentleman whom I just waved to. And of course, Nuke Turner was involved in that as well.
Looks like we've got another dance group up in their uniforms. Green, black, and gold. Very nice. Again, we want to welcome you and thank you for tuning in to the 2025 Juneteenth Parade and Celebration. We are broadcasting live off Rosewood Avenue at the Arthur B. DeWitty Community Center. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, HEB, PJC Hub LLC, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, and Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy. We appreciate their support and in making sure that we were able to broadcast the parade live for those who might not have been able to come down here and participate in person. Looks like our dance group might be getting ready to maybe put on a little performance, but it looks like they're needing to hydrate. And we suggest if you're out here watching us and participating that you stay hydrated, drink plenty of water. Even if you're not out here, it's a good thing to
being
drink plenty
hydrated
of water
is part
and
of
stay
being
hydrated.
Exactly. I'm so sorry to step on your line.
Here we go with the performance.
Yes.
Oh, look at the baby.
Oh.
All ages.
Look at them.
All skill sets. They even have a little bitty out here. She is too cute. I hope we can get her on camera.
She's doing quite well. I'm still learning how to line dance.
Why are y'all here today?
So this is Jay's Diamonds Dance Company. This is my dance company I've been having since I was the age of 13, which is the year 2013. Oh, well, today is also my birthday, but I've been doing this since I started my company. So it's a really special day. But we've been we've been in business for 13 years. So y'all look up Jay's Diamonds Dance Company, okay? Let's go.
Well, thank you for being here today. We appreciate you. All right, thank you.
I got a flyer.
All right.
Oh, now wait a minute now. I hear where them fans at.
Connecting the roots. Austin Energy.
They got their boots on the ground. I might have to get up and do the dance, but I don't have a fan.
You get up and dance, I'll cheer you
Austin
on.
Energy out here. You all know we need lights. Y'all see that Austin Energy on your light bill. Make sure your light bill is paid up, especially as hot as it is. You don't want your air conditioning turned off.
And
but it's nice to see Austin Energy out here connecting our roots.
That's right. Without
I wish
Austin
I had
Energy,
a fan so I could get out there and show them where my fan is.
there would be no lights, camera, or action. You know, about 2 weeks ago, I went to the grand reopening of the Gibbons Pool.
Oh, Yes,
That's
I
right.
heard it was really nice.
It was really nice. It was
have to
really
go out
nice.
there.
My first time out there since 2019.
Has it been that long?
It's been that
Oh, my
long.
goodness.
Yeah, it was closed. They closed it after the summer season of 2019, and it's now been remodeled, and it's just something to see and to see the wave of humanity out there.
I'm going to
at
take
that
my
Givens
niece out
opening.
there.
That's
I heard
right.
it was open, but I'm gonna have to take her out there so
And-
we can see everything.
And also, since your father was a dentist,
Yeah.
so was Everett Givens.
Ah, that's right.
Everett H. Givens was a dentist
That's
as
right.
well.
That's right.
And a power to be reckoned with here in Austin, Texas.
All right, we're cutting to an interview.
Right, so Austin Energy is out here today celebrating Juneteenth with us. Tell me how important it is for these employees to be out here today.
Oh, it's wonderful for us to be out here trying to unite with our community. That's all about what our theme is this year, connecting like roots. We want to go back to where we started from to connect all together as one, not just as individuals.
I love it. Thank you guys for being here today. We appreciate you. All right.
Interview with Austin Energy, appreciating them being out here with us today. And I mean, they rolling deep, 6 cars deep.
All spontaneous and unrehearsed here.
It's really good when we get to see businesses and our city departments that we know who they are, but it might be just because their name is on our bill or some type of document. But it's good to see that they're out in the community supporting us in events like this. It's more than just business, it is family and it is community.
That's correct. And it puts a face. It puts a face to the fact that we get bills from Austin Energy, or just that, to know that there are some people behind this.
You're absolutely
It's not
right.
all
Absolutely
AI or computers.
Right, absolutely right.
And speaking of sponsors, again, we want to thank our sponsors today: HEB, PJC Hub LLC, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Martin, and Saul Paul's Skill Builders Career Academy.
These kids are gonna have fun tonight. Their parents gonna have fun. All this sugar these kids are hopped up on. But it's all all for a good cause, and it is definitely a good time.
Well, I hope that they go over to Gibbons, and I hope that they cool off, and that they go to Rosewood and cool off in the pool over there, and dance around to the live music, and then go take a jump in the pool.
Yep.
It is a very, very hot day. But as I said earlier, the Emancipation Park, which was just right down the street, was where a lot of celebrations were held. And then the park was taken over by the city in 1938 to make way for the first public housing project in America, in Austin and in America, Rosewood projects.
Yes.
And Rosewood was brought to. And Rosewood. Okay, yeah, and Rosewood was brought to Austin as a result of the efforts of community leaders, as well as a congressman named Lyndon Baines Johnson as well. Lyndon Baines Johnson was an ardent New Dealer, and he did a lot to try to bring development to Austin during the Great Depression and jobs. And he was acutely aware of the housing problem, and especially the housing problem as it affected all people, whatever color. And he lobbied for Rosewood, the first public housing project to be built right here in Austin, Texas. And Lyndon B. Johnson had his way, Rosewood would have been racially integrated. But city fathers said, no, we can't have that. So Rosewood opened in 1939 as a project for black people. And then later in 1940 came to Santa Rita for Mexican American residents. And then came the other Chalmers Court for white Austinites. But Lyndon Baines Johnson, here we are coming up on Dream Together 2030. Here we go. Dream together. Our vision is that Central Texas would be a model for others. They're also working on trying to, come up with the idea for the future of Austin, as well as for Interstate Highway 35. So I'm glad to see them out today. And also, something that we will never have enough of, peace. ATX Peace, Austin, Texas Peace Organization. Makes you think about that song, What the World Needs Now is Love, Sweet Love. Now we have the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity.
Psi, yes.
The Austin alumni chapter of the Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Thank you, folks.
Can you tell us some of the history about the fraternities and sororities?
Fraternities and sororities have been a vital part of African American life, going back to even the days of slavery.
Yes.
And before that, in the 1770s, 1780s, 1790s.
Yes.
The fraternal and the sorority organizations and their brilliant network.
Yes.
A representation, a personification of W.E.B. Du Bois's saying about the 10% of the population of the American population is black. There should be a talented 10th. And these folks are personification of the talented 10th. And I see Reno also here in the group, part of this organization. Yes.
For us to be here because we love the black community here in Austin, and this day is truly important to the black community overall. And so we love to be here and show support. We want our community to know that as members of the Austin community, we love this place, we cherish it, and we value the community here.
Thank you for being here. Happy
Absolutely.
Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Thank you.
Part of our culture is with students. You know, this is where we started forming our sisterhoods and our brotherhoods with those fraternities and those sororities. So I get excited when I see them when they come out. I really think it's excellent that they come out and be a part of this. I think our young people really look up to a lot of these fraternity and sororities. So I think it's awesome that they're here today. All right, so now we have We Can. Mr. Chris and We Can, he has done some great things in our community, helping the homeless, feeding the homeless. You can catch We Can all up and down East Austin. They are in the community helping people out. They even help people get houses.
Yes.
I thought that was wonderful and excellent when I saw that taking place. If you don't have somewhere to live, you contact them and they'll work with you to try to get you a place to stay. They work with families. So if you're a family and you don't have a home, contact We Can and they can definitely hook you up and get you somewhere to stay.
Oh, I am so happy to see this exhibit that's float from the Freedom Schools.
All right, Freedom Schools.
Freedom Schools that were originally established in the 1960s during the civil rights struggles. There are several Freedom Schools all over the South. I'm so glad to say that the church, my home parish, St. James Episcopal Church, also has a Freedom School.
Awesome.
And I'm hoping that this summer I can do some volunteer work for Freedom School. Certainly by next year, do even more volunteer work.
All right, there go the horses. Here they come.
Yes.
You can't have Juneteenth without horses.
And remember, this also brings into account the cowboy tradition.
Yes.
The cowboy and cowgirl tradition here, black cowboy and cowgirl tradition here in Texas.
I want to see if that is our lovely civil rights leader. That is her.
That is her, Miss Conley.
Cowboys.
All right, so I noticed we have Miss Oni. She's here. She's part of the festival today. And out of her windows, you see that word? It says love.
Yes. Yes. What the world needs now is love, sweet love.
Yes.
It's the only thing that there is just too little of.
We need a whole lot more of that. That is so fitting for her to have that as a part of her. I'm going to call it her car float.
That's correct. That's correct. And
She is a part of our history. She has definitely exhibited love throughout our community. She has been supportive and loving in the education system and even in the music industry. So I appreciate her for all she's contributed to the lives and the children here in Austin, Texas.
She is a living legend.
Yes.
The Conley Guerrero Center is named in part for her.
Yes. And she has been one of our great educators throughout the years. And she has, every time I see her, she says, "Are you in school?"
Yes.
And I told her I'm a lifetime member of education. As a teacher, I'm dedicated. Yes, I am. All right, so coming up behind her, I see a couple of trucks here. And on the side of the truck, it says celebrating freedom. We have Juneteenth Samsung, and they are celebrating freedom. And it looks like they brought a couple of trucks out here today. And I'm surprised at all the companies that are out here today that are supporting Juneteenth. I think that is awesome and amazing. These people have taken off work to come and be a part of the Juneteenth celebration. So, back in the day, you had to fight to take off to come to the Juneteenth festival. But now it's actually a part of our celebrations. It's actually a holiday now.
Yes.
And we can take off work and we can come and celebrate Juneteenth. Awesome.
What better way than to take a holiday in order to come and celebrate a holiday?
That's what we're doing out here at the 27th annual Juneteenth celebration. Yes, yes, yes. I tell you, I was lucky. I'm a teacher, so I didn't have to take off, but I'm glad to be here. Yes, I am. I'm glad to see all the kids, all the parents that have come out supported Juneteenth. Every year, this is one of the largest festivals within this side of Texas, so I love it. I love seeing our people come out and celebrate.
I'm glad to see Austin representing.
Yes,
The
yes.
Renaissance City, Austin, Texas, the capital city.
The city that is known to be weird.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I love its weirdness. We embrace it. Truly, we do. You can come to Austin and just be yourself. You can see that right here today. Everyone just celebrating who they are any way that they want to. We've got cars, we've got trucks, we got people walking, we got children dancing, bands. I mean, you're just celebrating being who you are. So it is awesome to see these individuals out here today.
And we have Houston Tillotson University.
Houston Tillotson, yes!
Celebrating their 150th anniversary this year.
Awesome.
First chartered in 1875.
This is our African American college, community college, our community college.
Our
university.
Yes,
our university.
That's
right
correct.
Here. Awesome.
Has always been here in East Austin.
We're here with representatives from Houston Tillotson University. Tell us, why is it important for y'all to participate in the parade?
It is important because Houston Tillotson is the first HBCU of higher education in Austin, and it's just important for us to be here because not only are we represented as a HBCU, we're represented for the African American community.
Thank you so much. Go HT.
All right, so Houston Tillotson, you were saying used to be two colleges, right?
That's right, yes. Samuel Houston College, and not named for that Samuel Houston that we all know about, but Houston spelled H-U-S-T-O-N.
Right.
And he was a white farmer from Marengo, Iowa, who gave money for the support of the school for black students. There was a little Methodist school, and it became Samuel Houston College. And then Tillotson College was organized in 1881, opened its doors in 1881, commissioned 1877, named for Dr. George Tillotson.
Awesome.
They merged in 1952.
Came together. That's it. That's it.
To form Houston Tillotson College, and since 2005, Houston Tillotson University.
Awesome. So here's one of our local Baptist churches in the house, Serenity. It's so excited to see them here today. You know, we celebrate in all different ways, and today we've got our gospel out here. Our gospel music is in the house, and we're celebrating God because he has brought us a long way, and we're excited to be here today. It is him who has kept us and not we ourselves.
We have come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord, and freedom does belong to the strong.
Yes.
And people doing God's work.
Yes, yes. So we are so glad that they were able to be a part of what we are doing today. All right, so we've got a big, huge truck coming up now, big van, and it says embrace. Embrace. Today we are embracing Juneteenth. We are loving on our people, appreciating our culture. So we are glad today that we've got the Embrace Life Initiative. They are here and they are celebrating a part of us today.
Educate, empower, mobilize, and support, giving families a pathway to hope during unplanned pregnancy.
Awesome, awesome.
Well,
Thank you
take
guys
this
for
to
being
heart
here.
and
Wow.
educate, empower, mobilize, support yourselves, support others in the community.
Yes, embrace, embrace.
Take agency of your lives.
Yes, yes. So this is Austin Career Institute, another part of our education system here in Austin, Texas. They're here today, and looks like they're having a good time out here in the hot heat as well. So many people have got on the black, the red, and the green, and they're celebrating. I love it. I
Yes.
love the colors. Love the Juneteenth colors. Celebrate who we are today. All right, so we've got some more people coming down the walkway, showing us that they appreciate being here today, being able to be a part of today's celebration. I tell you, our parades are always so long and lengthy, but I
Yes.
tell you what, everybody is here today.
And to see people of all colors out celebrating.
Yes, yes.
So this is your day too.
And ages.
Yes, colors and ages.
Yes, yes. We got the young and the old out here today, y'all. They are happy to be here too. We are holding back nothing in our celebration. So we got I love these colors on this truck.
Yes.
It says aisle. It's blue and white, but it's pretty. I like that.
Boy.
I like that. So our young people really know how to dress up their vehicles and make them look really nice. We've got a lot of car clubs here in the Austin area and surrounding areas. And I love it when they put the big wheels on.
Yes.
I don't even think I can get up in there if I tried.
I would need a ladder to get up in there. I would need a ladder.
You notice they're all young. They're young. They're
Yes,
young.
I know that.
love it.
Yes. Yeah. So biased towards them.
None at all. None at all. Glad they could be here today.
I am too.
We got our local towing company here today. Look at that. They're out. They're throwing candy to the kids.
Yes.
Thank you guys for being here. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so very much. Enduring the heat with us. We love it. I think it says 996 towing.
Yeah, sometimes if I forget where my car is parked, well, call a tow service and they'll remind me where my car is parked.
They
where
will
I
let
can get
you
my
know.
car, yeah.
They will let you know. All right, so there's all the nice towing vehicles. If you need a tow, you know who to call.
That's correct.
You know who to call.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. Supporting what we do.
That's correct.
Right here.
Yes.
Right here. So I think we're going to talk about some of our sponsors. We got a gap in the line. So I just want to thank some of our people for being here today. Let me give a shout out to Latasha Ray, Donna Shorts, Dorotha Hudspeth. We got Pamela Turner, Pamela Beck, Jen Rangumfi. I hope I'm saying that right. I'm killing that name.
Rangumfi.
Rangumfi.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And then we've got Toys Alexander, Marcasia Scott, Andrew Mayberry, Kevin Mayberry. Thank you guys so very much. And then we've got some up here at the top. We've got HEB.
Yeah, our sponsors.
We got
shout out to our
JCB
sponsors.
Hub. We've got the MDK Productions and Photography. JB Tower Martin. We've got Saul Paul Skill Builders Career Academy.
Yes.
And then you know what? I got to say something about our crew today. Our crew is out here making sure that we're doing all the taping. So we've got Monica Mayberry, Shantia Ross. She's with Lavon, thank you.
Yes,
Studio
studio
photography. Kevin Malone, and then we've got Brandon Godwin. So we're happy for them today. Our artist director is Miss Melanie. Sherelle is our
Artistic
board
director
chair.
for the Flavor Dance Company.
Yes, they were with us for the Flavor
Yeah.
Dance Company. Awesome, awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So we thank them for being out here today and supporting what we do. All right, so here they come. We've got City of Austin Transportation Public Works. They are supporting it. You know, we've seen a lot of City of Austin people out here
Yes.
today. You know, back in the day, the Juneteenth festival was actually a city-sponsored event. Way back in the day. And today, we've branched out a little bit, and our Greater East Austin Youth Association has come together to make it possible to keep it alive. And they've been working very hard to keep it an annual parade every single year. So we thank them for that. So today we're looking at our transportation people out here. I think earlier we had the police department, we had the fire department, we saw Parks and Rec out here. So all of the city entities are here today and being a part of the celebration today. And again, the employees are off work and they're here.
Yes.
Austin Energy was here. I saw them come through. So they're all out. They're coming out and celebrating with us. So we thank them so very much for being here. Definitely. And please know that this is not the end of the parade. We got much more to go.
Yes.
Much more to go. You know, I want to talk about, I'm sitting here and I'm looking at these beautiful buildings, these brand new, pretty buildings that have taken root in East Austin. Can we talk about some of that today?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yeah, so many different architectural styles. East Austin has become a desirable place to reside.
Yes.
A desirable place to have businesses.
Yes.
It's just really remarkable, the changes that I have seen here in East Austin in certainly the last 60 years.
Yes.
I just turned 70 back earlier about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
Enjoying it, 70 years young, and just
Happy
seeing
birthday.
this. Thank you. Seeing the renaissance that is going on, you know, all over the city, and I tell people that we're living in a renaissance, we're at a renaissance time, a renaissance city, and the African American talent and input, even belies our numbers.
Yes, I'm gonna say it. Change is good.
Yes.
All right, so this truck says "So family." Do you see that? Oh my gosh, family is so important. Today, in today's time, we need the mothers, we need the fathers, and we definitely need our children coming together, working together to make sure that families thrive together. Awesome, I love that. I appreciate them being here today.
And then also too, I do want to add too that we also want with the architecture and the increased vision of East Austin in particular, and Austin in general, we also want it to be affordable.
Yes.
We want it to be affordable. Yes.
Affordable for people to live here and stay here.
Whoever you are, whatever your socioeconomic income.
There they are. There
affordable
they are.
And good for you too.
Omega Psi Phi.
Yes.
Love it. They are in the house. Again, our fraternities and sororities are so important for our young people. They are building our education system right here in Austin, Texas. And on the side of their vehicle, they've got #JustVote.
Yes.
You gotta vote to make a difference. Gotta vote to make a difference. So not just today, but every day.
Carlos.
Make sure you go out and you vote. Awesome. We want to thank them for being a part of what we're doing here today. They are a legend in our community. I tell you, you can't have a HBCU without Omega Psi Phi. So we're glad that they're in the house today.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. One of the venerable institutions in Austin, in fact, institutions in the nation.
We're members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Tell us, why is it important for you all to participate in the parade?
Well, it's important in this day and time that we really show the unified front, not only amongst fraternity brothers, but in community as all together. It's really a big deal when we see all the community come in at one time and gather together and show that, you know, we still are a community that isn't separated by disparate impact and all kinds of policies and laws and new situations that's going on in Washington and Texas all together. We're able to come together and find a way to move past where we are in order to get to where we want to be.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate y'all being here.
All right, so right after Omega Psi Phi, we've got some Jeeps rolling up on us. That looks like a little Jeep club coming through, celebrating with us today. And we are glad they are here celebrating being a part of today's celebration. So it says safe.
Here you are believed. Here you are welcome.
There
Here
you go.
are safe. Black Austin Jeeps.
Black Austin Jeeps. So we
with
thank
an
them for
undergrad
being
member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated from the University of Texas. Why is it important for you to participate in this parade?
So, as you said, I'm an undergrad at the University of Texas at Austin. It's very important because, as he said earlier, with all the bills being passed, like SB 17, it's important that, in these communities, East Austin, all of Austin really, just to come together and show that even us young kids are still active in our community, showing support for one another, to fight back against bills like SB 17.
Well, thank you so much. We appreciate your enthusiasm, and you keep up doing the good work. Thank you.
All right, so we are back and we are celebrating 27 years right here in Austin, Texas, our Juneteenth celebration and parade. Our community is out and they are celebrating in full force, I tell you. Look at the nice Jeeps. Boy, those are pretty.
Yes.
Those are pretty. I was telling Harrison, I don't know if I can get up in one of those. I have to use more than just that little step.
Do some limbering up exercises.
Limbering exercises.
Do some squats.
Some squats and get ready
And
just to
you'll-
climb up into the
Oh,
Jeep.
yes, exactly.
That might be a one-time experience. I love it, though. I love it, though. Our young people come out and they celebrate in their own way.
Yes,
and hey,
they
if it's,
sure
if it's
are.
riding a nice, beautiful car, I'm all for it. Thank you for being here and being a part. Celebrate
Me
you.
too. Me too.
Celebrate you.
Yes.
I love it. I love it. All our young people, boy, they throwing candy and everything. People just excited.
Make
that
it
candy is melting when it hits the street.
Not only a celebrate, make it a celebrate.
There you go.
Yeah.
Celebrate you. Celebrate you.
Yes.
Definitely. I got my shirt on. 1 month is not enough.
No,
You got to do it
no.
every day.
It is every day of the year.
Every day of the year, for sure, for sure. So coming up after the Jeeps, we got some people marching. I see my Juneteenth fist in the air.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming down. And it says a business network.
Yes. The ABV Black Business Network.
All right, so they are in the house and they are part of what we are doing today. So we're glad to see them.
ABBVIE, the ABV Black Business Network.
Black Business Network. I tell you something, it is important for our businesses to work together, all businesses, no matter what the nationality is, for us to be able to prosper, succeed, and excel. We got to elevate from where we are to the next level. So we got to work together and support one another. I always say, if I got a little something, I'm going to make sure somebody else got a little something, all right?
Correct. That's correct. That's correct.
We're going to elevate together, not by ourselves. We're going to elevate together.
Hey.
Young folks out here, check them out,
Yes,
check them
yes.
out. Everybody got on their Juneteenth t-shirts. Definitely got their hats.
Yes.
I needed a hat
Like
today.
that hat. Yes.
I needed a hat today.
And his clogs, too.
Yes. And then I see everybody with their fans.
Yes.
Got their fans. Oh, now this is nicely decorated in the front of the truck. Look at that. That's nice. I love the Juneteenth colors.
Yes, I do, too.
They are out and they are being a part of what we're doing. And I'm going to tell you, in the Austin Parade, it could be a family in the parade. It can be a company in the parade. It could be a government entity in the parade, a band, a dance team. It doesn't matter. We bring everybody together to celebrate. So when you see these organizations or these people out here and you're looking at the truck like, who is that? It might just be a family.
That's correct.
A family that just decided they were going to be in the parade.
That's
Love
correct.
it. I love it. So we are glad they are here, and we're glad that they're celebrating with us. And them ladies, they got their fans. They're ready.
Oh, boy. They're prepared.
Yes, they are.
Next time I'm bringing a fan.
There you go. I'm going to have one, too.
Yeah, exactly. Celebrate freedom.
That's it. Celebrate. Those
Freedom
trucks
and
are nicely
independence,
decorated.
yes.
Shout out to our workers. There's our workers going by, making sure the parade is moving.
And here we are, some people
Black
on
cowboys.
horseback. Yes.
Got our black cowboys and cowgirls.
That's correct.
There they are. A part of our celebration today.
The
I love
real
it.
king of the cowboys and the real queens of the West.
There you go.
That's right.
There you go, Queens of the West. Yes. I love it. You know, it takes a lot to keep those horses groomed and taken care of. you know, taking care of the hooves and then the coats and all the things they have to do to take care of the horses. It truly is an extra job. So if you got a regular job, taking care of a horse is another job. That's your second job.
Yes.
Because that's a lot of work. It's hard to be a cowboy, to be a cowgirl. It really is.
I do remember that years and years ago, my brother-in-law, Charles, would ride in the Juneteenth parade, ride his horse in the Juneteenth parade. That's right.
Yeah, I think that's been a tradition for most people, a lot of people.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got an interview with one of our cowboys, cowgirls.
Parade. Can you tell us why y'all are here and why y'all wanted to participate?
Hi, we wanted to participate. I'm from Austin, Texas. I want to represent our city. I want to show little black girls, you know, that you can do anything. You can ride horses. You can be out here and participate and do it for our ancestors. This is for our ancestors. This is for the struggle.
I did it for the kids. Thank y'all so much. We appreciate.
All right, so that's what I need right there.
Yeah.
You see them four-wheelers? Now that I can get on.
That's okay. Okay, at last, something in this parade for you.
Yeah, that's for
they
me.
Had you in mind.
Yes, they were thinking of me.
There you go.
Here's an all-time favorite, Sam's Barbecue.
Oh, yes.
Right here in our East Austin community.
You don't need no teeth to
you
eat
don't
my
need no
beef.
teeth.
That's
you
right.
You don't need no teeth.
And the Austin Daiquiri Factory, a part of Sam's Barbecue.
Yes,
That's
yes.
correct.
And they're right here in East Austin, too, being a part of what we do. I love it. I love it.
I remember the days when Sam's Barbecue was open. They'd open up at 5:30 in the afternoon.
Yes.
And close at about like 5 in the morning.
In the morning.
5:30 in the morning.
Yes, yes.
It was a favorite of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Yes,
Sam's
yes.
Barbecue, yes.
He would come often. He would come often.
And
all
also-
right, here's another entity of the city of Austin. What do we got? We got water conservation.
That's right.
They're
Honoring Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, Freedom Day. I love it.
Yeah.
Being a part of our community. Awesome and great. Awesome and great.
Back
We're
in-
glad they're here to celebrate with us today.
That's correct. Yes. And
that
here we
reminds
come.
me, drink water while you're out here in this hot heat.
Work hard and play harder.
Yes, yes,
So
yes.
wonderful balance between work and play. Work
Yes,
hard,
yes.
but also play hard. Play
hard.
harder. Yes.
Yes.
From
I
Waste
saw-
Connections.
Yes, I saw that blue. It made me think about water. I need
Yes,
to drink
yeah,
water, y'all.
here we
Look, I gotta
go.
get my water.
I better get mine.
Get your water. If you're out here today, please drink water.
Mhm.
Please make sure you drink water. It is hot.
Continuation of Waste Connections, honoring Juneteenth, Freedom Day.
Awesome. Awesome. I think some of them have ran out of candy. They're not throwing us candy anymore.
I tell
Harrison.
you.
They'd have run out of candy. All right, so we've got Bullies EAB. Bullies EAB.
Yes.
Not sure what the EAB is for, but I'm glad they're here.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
They got the
but
little
they're
kids?
happy. They're happy. They're enjoying themselves.
They're part of what we're doing.
That's right. Everybody is
Yes.
having a good time. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All
there you
right.
go. A little golf cart right there.
And then we've got some more of the Bullies EAB.
Yes.
Maybe one of our people over there. East
Austin
Austin
Bullies.
There you go.
You see us.
You see us.
These
Awesome.
are good, friendly bullies. Mhm.
I like that. I like that. Thank you guys for being here today. This is awesome.
Happy Juneteenth. Happy
Awesome.
Juneteenth.
So they brought out all the young people.
Let's go, ladies.
This is definitely
Let's go, ladies.
something
East
they'll
Austin
remember
Bullies.
for the rest of their lives.
Yes.
It's history. So they will definitely remember for the rest of their lives.
And this will get them started, and this will keep them going, and they'll be participating in parades.
From here on out?
That's correct.
And then we've got, does that say Black Mamas? It does, Black Mothers of Austin.
Yes.
So thank you, Black Mothers. Can't have black
Black
children
mom-
without Black mothers,
Yes.
okay?
Mhm.
So thank you to our African-American women, all the Black women in the world, especially my mother and my grandmother. That's how I got here, Harrison.
That's how I got here too. My mother, God rest her soul.
Yes, yes.
Her grandmother, her stepmother, who was
Yes.
my all intents and purposes, a maternal grandmother, my paternal grandmother, my aunts. Oh, so many. Hello.
Here we got risk management of the future. Glad they're here. These lovely ladies here today. And ladies, we're glad you're here. Thank you for coming out and celebrating with us. We are glad you are here. And then we've got behind them, looks like some dancers, little drill team or something on a float. Oh, that's a football team, maybe. Yeah. Football team on a float. I saw some jerseys. So yeah, that might be a football team. They're gonna let us know who they are. But we are glad they are here today. We got people with their pets hanging out with us. They got their pets. You bring everything to the Juneteenth parade. I saw somebody with a snake earlier. There's a snake in the house earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Good to see you.
All right, so these young fellas, they got a trophy in their hand. Yes, they got a trophy in their hand. So let's see who this is. All right. Glad y'all are here today. Celebrating with us. One of our local football teams.
Yes.
Awesome. Glad they could be here today. The Knights and Ladies of Peter Claver.
Yes, at Holy Cross Catholic Church.
Awesome.
Historic Black Roman Catholic Church. Just a few blocks from here on East 11th Street. The Knights and Ladies of St. Peter Claver. That's a historic Black Catholic organization.
Yes, it is.
That's correct.
Yes, one of the first African-American Catholic organizations here in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, and also too, Holy Cross Catholic Church grew out of Holy Cross Clinic, a clinic where they could train nurses.
Yes,
That's
I
right.
Love it. I love
and then the Holy Cross Hospital, the first hospital that was an admittance hospital where Black doctors could admit patients.
Yes.
And
you know
they all
what?
grew out of Holy Cross Catholic Church.
I'm getting ready to tell my age.
Good.
I remember when my grandmother and my mother actually had to go to the Holy Cross Hospital. I remember that. So it way back when, it's not there anymore, but it was standing right there on
East Martin Luther King.
That's the L.L. Campbell Elementary School. Right there. Yeah, so now that tells you how old I am.
Well, hey, like I said, I was born in 1955.
There you go.
I am not afraid. I am 70.
He is 70. You guys listen, I was born in 1970. How about that?
Yes.
I'll let them figure that out.
So,
all right. So we have sanitation coming up.
How are you doing? Excellent.
Usually
yes, sir.
This is about
Happy
the end of
Juneteenth.
the parade. When the sanitation people come by, we thank them so very much for cleaning our streets, keeping us clean. So we have the Austin Resource Recovery cleaning up our streets. Thank them so very much, I tell you guys, today I've had fun. I've had a good time. It's been hot.
Yeah.
It's been hot, but it's been fun.
It's been hot, but the parade has been even hotter.
Yes. But just getting to see my people celebrate, being who we are, celebration of freedom, I truly have enjoyed myself. This has been awesome. And I can't wait till next year. So
Neither can I.
Yeah, y'all stay posted. See where we are next year, what we're going to do. And y'all look out for Multi-Maze Media. They're doing great things, doing a lot in the community. So stay connected, stay tuned.
I've worked with Multi-Maze Media on several occasions, and I just love them. And it's my honor, a real privilege to be able to do this parade today and to do this parade with you, Simone.
Thank you.
And with the lady
Trish,
who was here. Thank you.
Tisha Christopher.
Yes.
It has been awesome hanging out with you guys. This, like I said, it has truly been fun. And again, like you said, an honor. It's not every day you get to be the face of Juneteenth.
It's a real privilege.
Yes, it is.
And to be hanging out here with everybody here in the sun, the spectators, the participants in the parade. It's been a real honor, a real privilege for me. And to get reacquainted with some of my neighbors.
Yeah, did you see that?
Yes.
My neighbors were out here, my kids. I saw some of my family. We've definitely come together and have had a wonderful time, wonderful time. I'm going to give a shout out to Jonathan and Monica. They do great things in our community. They are the founders. They are the ones that make it happen. So to Jonathan Mayberry and his wife Monica, thank you so very much for having it on your heart to want to film and record the things that we do in our community. This is what creates memories, and this is what helps us to keep those memories. So thank you so very much for all you do.
Yes, this is a living document, folks. This too is part of Juneteenth history. And part of Austin's history.
Yes, yes. So until next time, you guys, I am Simone Pollard.
And I'm Harrison Epbright, also known as History Harry.
All right, and we'll see you next year. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth, folks.
Thank you for tuning in to this year's 2025 Central Texas Juneteenth Parade, powered by Multimedia Maze and Next Up Youth Network. Big love to our incredible sponsors:
Life Anew, Restorative Justice,
HEB, PJC Hub, MDK Productions and Photography, JB Tower Morton, and Saul Paul's Hill Builders Career Academy. And huge thanks to the amazing Austin Public Channel 10. We're turning up the volume on freedom, unity, and celebration.